Good morning. It's 8 a.m. Friday, July 21st, 2023. Welcome to the Good News, live at 9 on Facebook and available later on our YouTube channel. Please be sure to comment in the chat. This is a presentation of the Allen Park Presbyterian Church. I'm Suzan Maxey. I'm an elder at Allen Park Pres, and my co-host is Kerri Van. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning to everyone. People are flying in right now. We're happy to see that. It is a glorious day after all those crazy storms and flooding on Southfield and everything else that happened yesterday. It's going to be a beautiful day in the 80s. So welcome to our show. We're so happy to have you here today with us.
And speaking of nice weather, that will be good for the farmers market. That's today from 3 to 7. It's in the parking lot across the street from the church at Harrison and Park.
Yes, it'll be a perfect day to go to the farmers market and visit all the vendors and have a great time right here across the street from the church. Oh. I felt bad yesterday, Sue, because the Ann Arbor Art Fair started and they had to, I'm sure, take it all down.
Oh.
It's not good weather.
Or flew down, one or the other.
Yes, it was going to be one or the other. So I'm pretty sure that they are happy the weather is nice today. We hope you're all well today. We have a lot of people watching. It's best if you comment because I can't see every single person. But good morning to everyone who is watching so far. All right. So Sue, what do we have guests today? So we need to be.
I know, we got to run through these announcements here.
I know. You're so professional when you speak too. You're like even killed. I'm like talking 100 miles an hour and moving all over the place. So anyways, what do we have going on?
Well, Sunday we have worship at 10 a.m. in the sanctuary, and it's live streamed on Facebook and YouTube. And hopefully you'll join us in one of those places. We'd love to have you. Also, speaking of the church, we are hiring. So if you need a job, we need a part-time church custodian who can keep our church clean and tidy. If you're interested, please contact the church office for more details.
Or you can go on our website and there is a link to the little ad and the application. You can just download it.
Yeah, there you go.
Fill it out and bring it in.
More expedient, huh?
Absolutely. So if you're looking for a job, now might be a great time to look for a part-time flexible job at the church with very cool people.
That's right.
All right. So what else? Deacons.
You're familiar with the deacons, aren't you? Since you're the moderator.
I am the moderator of the deacons. They're a crazy moderator who comes up with crazy ideas, but they always back me up and we always get everything done. So we, even though we don't meet in the summer, we still have plenty of things going on.
Oh yeah.
What's our first one, Sue? We have a nonstop animal shelter donations. Yep. Wow, we do all of the things you see on the screen, the gently used towels, blankets, no comforters, please. Food, if the bag's open, you can tape it shut. Toys, dry or wet food. There's another list that we have available. I'm not sure if it's on the website, but I'll put it on there. And we rotate. When we have a box full of stuff, we either take it to Paws or any other local shelter. So if you're looking to help with that, we appreciate it. And every time there's a month, Sue, with a fifth Sunday,
yep,
the deacons pick a nonprofit charity to spotlight. And we normally do a collection or educate or all of the above. For July 30th, we are doing Blessed Hope Church in Lincoln Park. Summer's a hard time. They feed a lot of people and they go through a lot of cereal. So we kind of put our own food pantry on the back burner just a little bit. We still like money and still like donations. But we've kind of put our own food pantry on the back burner to see if we could just get a huge amount of cereal, unexpired, unopened, so that we can surprise them with a big delivery of cereal to get them through the rest of summer. So we have donation boxes at the church. Please help if you can.
In some of the boxes, and there's cereal.
Yes.
Cereal.
Good morning, Sue Tucker and Pat, Wade's four-legged friends, Barry Margot, Deanna, Bob Ando, Joan Riggs, Sandy Sauerbeck, Amy. There's so many people watching.
Good morning, everyone.
Yes, Nancy Horvath too, maybe even Kip. So I'm sorry if I didn't say your name. I'm trying to do like 3 things at once, which I'm normally sort of good at, but
Now you said that our pantry is going to be on the back burner. It is still open for business, though. It's just not.
yes, I
actively
meant,
accepting donations.
well, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is we don't like to overwhelm the congregation by asking for tons of money or tons of things. So we try to like balance out our giving, our asking, I should say,
Yeah.
so that we're not like overwhelming people. So
Give. We're trying not to do that.
exactly. So I'm by no means saying that we would not accept donations. I think the pasta is still on the Amazon shopping list,
Yep.
but we just kind of like backed off on advertising so we could get boxes of cereal for
Right.
for Blessed Hope. I do Christ Night lunches with a great team. We go every first and fourth Friday, which we didn't realize that the fourth and the first come right after.
Right after each other.
Right. And the last time I was there, I noticed their pantry was very low on cereal too. It's
Oh,
hard because it's vacation time and people are gone and all the good giving people could be away. So it'll all catch up. So don't think that we're not accepting things from our own pantry. We're just trying to spread it out a little bit.
and we are donating from the pantry. I was in the church yesterday, and there was someone that was shopping, and the office worker said people are so appreciative, and just she warmed her heart, that this man was like, oh, thank you so much. So that is still ongoing, behind the scenes kind of stuff, but it's ongoing.
All right, so our Camp Wakanda store closes tonight, and I am trying to get it to stay open to 8 p.m. because one of the parents from the 7th and 9th grade camp said that they would like to get their to ask their son which sweatshirt he would like, and they don't normally get home until 5 or 6. So I am trying to make that happen, friends. I will post in the Camp Wakanda group if I can get that to happen. It was a good idea. All right, and we probably should get going because we have exciting guests. Sue, what about this Elks thing I see in our notes?
That the Elks, our friends up the street, are having international nights. I believe we've mentioned that before. Let me find the graphic. Where did it go?
I'm glad you're a graphic artist, Sue.
Yeah, well, sharing and being and making them are 2 different things here.
I do agree with that. I do agree with that.
So the Elks is up the street a couple of blocks at Park and Philomene, and every 2nd and 4th Thursday. So next Thursday, they're going to have an international night. They've had Greek and Polish and Italian. I don't know what Thursday will be, but I'm sure it's going to be great. The meals are $10, and you can't beat that.
All right, fantastic. If we find out, we will share that with our APBC church base group. If you haven't joined, please do so. It's a great group to be in. All right. And this is kind of exciting. Coming in August, we are having a game night hosted by the Nurture and Discipleship Committee, which sounds like a scary committee, but it's actually Christian.
Nurturing is scary?
Yes. Well, I mean, Nurture and Discipleship sounds like there's a lot of rules, but it's actually the Christian Ed Committee, just a more relevant name. So everybody is welcome to game night.
Yeah,
I am
all ages.
I want to play euchre with someone. It's been a long time, so I need 3 people to come and play with me. All right.
Remind me, I might play with you, but I haven't played in 30 years, but
Well, as long as you're not my partner, then we'll play together.
Okay, then.
Just kidding. I love you, Sue. All right. So one more quick announcement, then we are going to get our guests in here, which are Greg and Cynthia Harmon. We can't wait. I know you can only give blood every so many days. I believe it's 56. Mark your calendar, September 8th, blood drive at the church in the fellowship building. All right. Thank you for listening to our big renditions of everything going on at the church. Thank you for your support always. So without further ado, let's
Ta-da!
dun, 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 we need a trumpet. Okay.
So Cynthia and Greg Harmon are our guests today, and they are long time members of the church. They have retired and moved away, so we'll have to find out how retirement's treating them. Hi there.
Hi, guys. Nice to see you.
Hello, hello.
Nice to
Oh,
see you.
Right.
We're 10 years older than that picture you published, by the way, so that's not very
Aren't we all?
I was looking, I wanted to surprise you, and it was hard to find a picture of both of you, but it was a beautiful, beautiful picture, and you look
It was.
different.
We remember those days.
Well, good.
You're being
and-
silly, you look no different.
Yeah, oh, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
And we're exhausted listening to the amazing things that are happening at church. It's
Oh.
just a blessing, and you
Yeah.
guys are absolutely still amazing.
Oh, thanks. You're gonna make me cry.
Yes, thank you so much. I know I looked up when you both joined the church, and you joined when you were probably very young.
3rd grade.
And high school for you, Greg, or
No,
Middle
I think it was about 1966 or 67, somewhere in there.
I mean, that's when our parents joined. We couldn't join, of course, until confirmation came.
Yeah.
oh, that's right. So I'm just getting completely off script. Sorry, Sue. Did you two meet at the church?
We knew each other in middle school. We knew who each other were. He went to the early service, right?
No, I went to 11 o'clock.
Oh, I don't know how come. I never saw him at church, but I don't know. You weren't in a youth group or anything.
No.
No. So we weren't kind of hanging in the same circle, but I knew who he was. I didn't fall in love with him till 11th grade, but
We didn't date
Yes.
till college, though.
that's true.
Oh, so that's probably a good story for another time. So after college, you reconnected, and
In college. In college we did. Yeah.
Did you go to the same college?
We both stayed home, went to Henry Ford Community College first, and then
Did you try?
dropped out. Went back later, finished up later.
Did you transfer to Eastern then for your education degree?
No, I got my education degree at U of M.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dearborn?
Yeah,
Okay.
yep.
couple comments. Barry and Margot said, hi, Cynthia and Greg. Amy Barman, hello, dear friends. Miss you. Carmen Bentley, good to see you. How cool.
I know.
So you guys were both teachers by profession then, or no?
Go ahead, Greg.
No, I wasn't a teacher. I was vice president of a local food service company, a contract food service company. And towards the end of my career there, probably the last 15 years, our main source of income was school meals. We provided meals for schools, and we found our niche in charter schools, as a matter of fact.
Public school teacher, right?
It was very good for the company, and I worked a lot of hours. So yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, I've gotten to know him in the last 7 years. He's a really nice guy. I chose well.
Oh, wow. Yes, it's really hard. It's really hard when you're building a business and a career, because you can get into that 60, 70, 80 hour a week thing. That really is not.
Yeah, that's
Good.
what it was. That's what it was for
Yeah.
a lot of years. And I look back and think how stupid I was to do that.
I know. Well, I mean, a lot of us. Gail Lee said, hi, Cynthia.
I
Yes.
guess.
Yes. So Deanna's looking forward to seeing you guys at Shipmates Camp next week.
Perfect. We are so excited to go. I mean, it's the highlight of the year for our grandkids. They talk about Wakanda all the time. Sleeping bags and Wakanda gear is always on their Christmas lists. And it's just, it's a magical place. It always has been. And I think it always will be.
Yes, me too. So I know you two married, you had 2 kids, Derek and Brianne, and you have 3 grandsons. And I know you get to enjoy a lot of time with your grandsons because you moved to the same area that they are. I mean, I think that is worth it, Greg, for all those hours you put in, don't you?
It is, yes, it very much is.
Plus, we have a really nice view. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's our backyard.
that looks like my fake view that I
I know,
have.
I said, looks like you're sitting on my deck when I look at you on,
Oh, that's so beautiful. I love that very much.
So
Oh,
is that Lake St. Clair? Is that
yeah,
which lake?
yeah.
it is?
Yep, it is.
Very pretty. And
Yeah.
all those windows. Yeah. So
Yeah.
retirement has suited you both well, eh?
We are so busy,
Busy.
there's no time to work.
Yeah.
There's just
You
no
don't know
time.
how you ever worked before and got anything done, eh?
No, we babysit at least 2 days a week, and Greg's mom is still in Dearborn, and he makes 2 or 3 trips there a week to get her through the end of life here, and so yeah, and believe it or not, we think church is super important, and we like to be involved in church. You guys were just a little too far to commute, and so we're very involved in a new church here, so I think church community is so important in life. I know you can like things and pray for people on Facebook, but I don't think there's anything quite like being a part of a church family.
and and the same goes for fellowship groups. I know you've been members of the Shipmates for like you've got over 40 years, close
Yeah.
37, 38, 39. I don't know, it's very
Yeah.
close.
Yeah,
But think about all the things that group went through. And like you said, now when you go to Camp Wakanda, it's very generational.
it is. It is. It's like 3 generations that go to camp, and we missed that connection and fellowship group so much. I mean, we still are members. We still come back to that and participate in it. But the pandemic was very brutal on all
Yeah.
kinds of social interactions. But we actually started an adult fellowship group here at our church because nobody wanted to be friends with us. So we decided that we had to start a group, so they'd have to be friends with us to be in the group.
You guys are awesome. What a great idea. That's what we try to like. It's a Presbyterian joke. Like if complaining about something, we'll be like, well, would you like to be in charge of that and get that started?
Yeah,
I
I
know.
know.
Committee.
Yes. Committee
Yeah.
work. I know Greg did, didn't you work in the Sunday school before you left, Greg? And in
Yeah.
case you don't know, Greg is Virginia Harmon's son. We all know Virginia Harmon, and this is her son, just in case you don't know, and daughter-in-law.
Yeah.
So, sorry.
I did. I taught Sunday school, as I think back, probably about 26 or 27 years, from like
Oh, wow.
1990 till we left in 2016,
Yeah,
17, whatever
Yeah.
it was. Yeah, something like
yeah.
that. And yeah,
See,
it
I
was
just-
the
So
high
you really
low.
were both teachers.
I think I bluffed my way through 26 or
Well,
27 Sunday school.
Oh, you were beloved.
Some
That-
good
Yes.
that's some good bluffing.
You
Yeah.
were beloved. You were beloved because I still remember people being
Still are.
really sad about that. Really, really sad.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was fun. They a lot of great kids, a lot of great memories. Yeah.
I think some of our best memories were directing the 5th and 6th grade camp for
Yeah.
7 years
Wow.
as a team. So yeah, those were.
Even I didn't know that. That's wonderful. Gosh, I love directing camps. It's a lot of responsibility, but it's so fun.
It's
Well,
so fun. And that
Deanna
was-
is the director this year of a new camp.
I saw that grandparents camp.
Grandparents camp. Yeah. I was thinking that you guys would, go up a few days early and then stay for Shipmates, but
If
Didn't
there
see on the
was a little time in between for us to recoup, I think we would have.
you have to recoup, huh? How
Yeah.
old are your grandkids now? Your boys?
Well, the oldest is going to be 9
2
the end
weeks.
of the end of next month, and the twins just turned 6.
Yeah.
Okay. Kind of active too, I would assume.
Yeah.
All boys, eh?
Yeah, 3 boys. Yes.
Well, at least you have that beautiful view. And can you swim right there? Can they swim right in your
It's
yard?
too deep. It's too deep for him right now, but there is a beach in town. And Brienne lives about 30 minutes northeast of us, and there's lots of beaches up there. So yeah, they get that. And there's
That's
a,
awesome.
a community pool that we go to. So we do. It's fun.
Yeah.
That's
We
really
wish we
nice.
had a little more time for fun, but
Yeah, well, I mean, living a good full life is fun. I mean,
It
and the pandemic kind of showed us that in some ways. We learned to appreciate things that we didn't even think about before.
you're
I
right.
feel like, I feel like if I went through that, I can pretty much go through anything. It was just so crazy,
Right.
crazy.
And you really start to appreciate that connection with people.
Yes.
You know, it was really hard.
And good
Yes.
health.
And good health. Yeah. Good health.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I am so far behind on my quota of hugs. I can't even begin to tell you. And with your mom, especially, I love giving your mom a hug, getting one from her. So next time you see her, you give her a hug for me, okay?
We're going this afternoon, so
All right.
we'll be
All
glad
right.
to do that.
I have a question from Margot Davis. Cynthia, are you still singing with a group?
I am, yep. Our little church, we go to the First Congregational Church in New Baltimore. There was no Presbyterian church in the area. And when we started working on the house, we noticed that they had a big sign up. They were selling pasties, you know, those meat pies.
Yes.
And we drove by, we said, we should stop and get some pasties. So we went in, they gave us a tour. There was probably 30, 40 people working on this project. And we thought, and Greg says, when he met the guy who bakes them, he says,
Someday I'm going to be that guy.
yeah, he said that. We're just up here working on a house that we bought. And someday I'm going to be that guy. I'm thinking, well, if he's going to be that guy, we probably should check out that church.
Yeah.
So we started to thought we should church shop, and that one just felt like home.
Yeah,
It felt very
it is.
Presbyterian. I hate
Oh.
to say it, but yeah. And we just jumped in with both feet. And guess what? He bakes pasties now.
He's the guy now, eh?
Yeah, he's the guy.
All right.
I'm the assistant guy right
Yeah,
now.
Assistant guy.
the permanent.
Guy in training. Huh?
For the permanent guy who's done it for so many years, I think he's 91. So
Oh, wow.
I'm probably going to retire soon. So then I'll maybe become the guy.
He's got his glove, his oven mitt ready to take over the trick. And how many pasties do we usually make a year?
A year, I think we make about
16,
yeah, about
16,000?
15 to 17,000.
1,000?
Not a pasties.
Oh, what a
Really,
great way to,
That fundraiser keeps
Our church.
our church alive. It makes the budget for us because of the
Wow.
profit we make from that.
Yeah.
Without
wow.
that, we'd be
People
kind
like
of
pasties up there, and
yeah.
They come from far and wide to get those pasties.
Wow.
We do it twice a year.
So much so that people know us as the Pasty Church.
Yeah. We
They don't
thought,
know the name of the church. It's just the Pasty Church.
we thought of changing the name, but sounded a little sacrilegious.
That is such a perfect thing though, because that is it's evangelism too, because that's how you guys found the church and so
Right.
many other people who might come there. I mean, you got to be known for something. That's a big problem
Yeah.
with churches. Yeah.
The problem is we do it twice a year for about 2 weeks each time, and it's done during the day. So it's pretty much a retirees type job. And the people are getting older now. And the thought is pasties will probably go away one day unless we get a crop of younger people in there who, can retire and whatnot and keep the project going. So it's a real concern because the people just, they're getting tired. They can't be on their feet and doing this work like it has been for years.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen that at our church too. It's hard to make that jump sometimes because I don't know, the middle generation has it hard. I mean, they have to work a lot. It's hard to pass that baton.
Yeah.
But I mean, we'll pray that can happen. And once you take over, you're just gonna have to start looking for young to help you.
At
It's
least,
always
at least at the volume that we do it at, the 15 to 17,000. Maybe it has to drop to 5,000 or something. But
yeah.
yeah, it's not going to continue forever.
We have to
Nothing ever
quadruple the
does.
price, though.
Well, what about Derek? Is Derek up there with you or?
Yep, he's here, and his health has been pretty good. He's working full time, and yeah,
So he can't help you with the pastor. You can't pass the baton to him, eh?
well, he doesn't go to our church.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
He
all
goes
right.
he goes to Brienne's church,
Oh, okay.
because she is the church musician. She plays all the worship music, and she is it's not, I guess she's sort of an associate pastor. That's a real tiny church, but she preaches every 2 to 3 weeks up there. So he goes there and keeps an eye on the kids, and so that she can do her Sunday job.
Yeah.
But
Oh, he seems like the best uncle in the world.
he
really
is.
does.
He
He
is.
really does.
He's a pretty good guy all around.
I'm glad to hear that his health is good and that he's working full time too. That is wonderful, wonderful news.
Yeah.
All right, here's some comments from the chat. Robin Allen. Greg, tell your mom Robin Allen says hi and give her a hug for me.
I'll do that.
Judy Martin said,
Mom all afternoon.
I know, it's like, here's 15 hugs from the church. Come down and sell some to us at APPC. I don't think he's looking for more. My grandma used to make pasties. She was from the UP and her husband worked in the mines. The men took them down to the mine for lunch.
Yeah.
Margot said she rang bells with Derek.
Yep.
So did I.
Yep. And I rang bells
Sub
for
for
a
us a
while.
couple of times. Yeah.
Yeah, when you think about the connections of, choir and bell choir and session and deacons, and it's just like the church becomes such an important part of your life, and it's not a burden, it's a joy. And I know that cooking for ChristNet and doing all those things you get so much more out of it than you give. And you
Great.
feel like, when you first start talking about, well, you got to do this, you got to go direct to camp, or you got to teach Sunday school, or you have to do those kinds of things. And you think, man, the church is always asking something of us. They want more, they want us. But then when you start giving like that, it's tenfold back to you. And I think once people realize that, then it becomes much easier to get people that will help out and do things. So
Yeah, I'm gonna cut that part. I'm gonna cut that little part of this video out, and we're gonna use that during stewardships.
Absolutely. And we're
You're
almost
so
out of
right.
time, but that leads right into the scripture that I asked you what your favorite scripture was. You want to tell us?
What a
us
great
what it
thing.
was?
mine was Micah something. I don't know what the numbers are, but
Micah 6:8.
yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's it. Look
What-
at that. Look how professional she is.
Is that your view? Isn't that your view? Isn't that your dock?
Yes, that is. That's in our sailboat. Yeah, that's it.
The Caribbean, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, that is one that just really resonates with me for a couple of reasons. When you sing in the choir, you sing all these beautiful lyrics, and then you start realizing that these lyrics are from the Bible. And I'm embarrassed to say I'm not a biblical scholar, nor do I be able to know much more than some of my favorite verses. But we were singing this song, does the Lord require, you to sacrifice your firstborn or oil? And I mean, the song asks about all these things. And then the very last part is, no, the Lord only requires of you to act justly, love mercy, and walk humbly with God. And I thought, wow, that's so beautiful. That lyricist just made up some beautiful words. And then I looked at the bottom and it says, Micah, and I go, huh. So, I look it up and I go, oh my gosh, that's in the Bible.
Yeah.
I remember that. So it's kind of always been, that anthem stuck with me, and I play it in my head, and I really like that. And the other reason I really like that one is because I worked with predominantly a Muslim community, and they do feel that good works and sacrifice is the way to heaven, and that it's required that you fast and you make the pilgrimage and that you do all of these things. And and they said, it's kind of easy to be a Christian, isn't it? You don't have to do anything. And in my discussions with them, I thought, is that really true? Is that really true that we don't have to do anything? And it's not really true. I mean, we are forgiven by grace, and we do have God's grace all the time. But if you really truly try to walk in the Christian faith, it is not carefree. I mean, you have to do just that. You have to love, be kind and merciful and loving. And that's not always easy either. But they're beautiful, beautiful words.
Right, and you two are examples of everything you've just said without even knowing it, because you both gave so much to our church, and it sounds like you're giving so much to your new church and to your community. And I think you're perfect examples. I didn't even know Greg worked those kind of hours, but he was always there. You were always involved, Cynthia. You sang at funerals and the choir and did so many different things. You guys gave, even though your life was busy and there was good and bad things that happen along the way. And you're perfect examples of that. And it's really good to see that you're still doing it. And
Yeah,
to see
we are really blessed.
Yeah, thank you.
We are truly blessed. And believe that.
Norma Bentley said, what a great interview. Thank you, Cynthia and Greg. Your APBC family miss you, but it's great to see how well you and your family are doing.
She took the
Thank
words
you.
right out of my mouth.
Oh, Norma's really good at that. All right, Sue, do you want to do our closing? Again, thank you both, Cynthia and Greg Harmon.
It was so nice to see you.
Nice to see you
Nice
guys.
to see you guys. And you're right. It was kind of like having a coffee with you.
Easy for you guys. We just want to make all the bells and whistles work. We take a deep
We
breath.
were really nervous. I said, this is going to be so scary. I said, we have nothing exciting to talk about.
As
No,
you can
we-
see, she has a lot of trouble talking.
Yeah,
No,
we can talk another hour, but
Yeah.
I don't know if people will
Easily.
hang in with us.
I know I have a lot of coffee. We could talk another hour at least. At least.
Keep up the
All
good work there.
Yeah,
Keep up the good work.
these broadcasts are so uplifting, and it really highlights all of the wonderful things the church is doing in the community and in its core. And it's just a beautiful thing. We are so proud to say that we are now distant cousins, but a part of the family that kind of had to move away. But it's a beautiful thing, and we're so proud of you guys. We're just
Thank you.
so proud of you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Always
so
going to be part of us. So
Next time I feel down, I'm gonna call you guys.
yeah, no kidding.
You guys are the best, man. I'm gonna go out and like start doing something right after this. Thank you. All right, Suzanne, lead us out.
Well, we want to make sure that you join Pastor Tim for devotions live at 9 Monday through Thursday, also on Facebook. And we hope you will join us next Friday for the Good News live at 9, when our guest will be Christine El-Haj. She's our organist.
Yes, the best wishes to Christine. She
I
was
know.
just an amazing, she was an amazing young person when she came, and
She literally grew up as a church. We watched
she's
her.
such a beautiful person, and I'm so happy for her.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
So in case you haven't heard, Christine's been our accompanist and organist for 17 years, since she was 14 years old. She's getting married in a couple of weeks. And then in the fall, she's going to be moving on. She's going to be leaving us. But, we wish her very well. Her last day in worship will be September 3rd. That's the Labor Day weekend. So if you're in town, come say goodbye and give her a hug. And remember, you are a beloved child of God.
Amen.
Yep, and God loves you, and so do we. Thank you to everyone who's been watching today. I agree, Amy, turning the other cheek is tough, but it can be done. Have a wonderful day today. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you again to our guests and my co-host, Suzan Maxey. Have a great
Bye,
day.
guys.
Bye. Have a wonderful week.
You
Bye now.
too.
You too.
Bye.
Bye now.
Bye-bye.